Coming up will be event number 75. We'll have the lane assignment shortly. We'd like to mention that Sharp Metropolitan Medical Campus salutes the fine athletes who are competing in today's events. Just as these athletes are committed to their sport, Sharp is committed to the health and wellness of the San Diego community. Sharp Healthcare, a proud sponsor of the 2009 San Diego Crew Classic. Next up, the Junior Women's JV Grand Final. In lane number 1, Los Gatos. Lane 2, Marin. Marina will be in lane number 3. St. Ignatius in lane 4. Newport Aquatic Center in lane 5, and Oakland Strokes out in lane number 6.
On other airlines, meals have become pie in the sky. On Continental, we're still proud to serve complimentary meals at mealtime.
Attention passengers, on your left there's a delicious chicken pot pie.
Continental Airlines. Work hard, fly right.
What if a hospital was a place of healing, filled with art and natural light?
What if emergency care was designed to reduce waiting and stress?
What if every room was private, at no extra cost, and a loved one could spend the night?
What if you wanted your care at the extraordinary new Sharp Memorial Hospital? You choose an affiliated physician at 1-800-82-SHARP or at sharpmemorial.com.
Forget everything you ever knew about hospitals.
Remember, prevent over-irrigation by adjusting sprinklers so they don't overspray. Pour dirty water down the sink. Sink water gets treated. Water that goes down the storm drain does not. Reduce bacteria by properly disposing of grass and leaves. A change for the better begins with you.
We're about ready to get underway for the Junior Women's JV Grand Final.
Hello everybody, this is Bob Whitford back at the starting line of the Junior Women's JV Grand Final. The wind has come around to the port side off its bow. This is a junior race. This is athletes of high school age, and most of these crews all these crews in this final are from the California area. The starter has raised a flag, and we have a start. All boats have left the stake boats. We have a clean start. And we expect some real boat speed out of Marin Rowing Association in lane 2 and Los Gatos in lane 1. All boats are level as they cross the 100-meter breakage area. We can look outside. It's your early leader of Oakland Strokes, level with Marin in lane 2. Both of those boats have pushed out about a seat and a half over Los Gatos in lane 1, Newport in lane 5, and San Ignatius in lane 4, followed by Marina, seat down to 4th place in lane 3. So at the 250-meter mark, Los Gatos is now asserting themselves, coming back through Oakland, and so it's Marin Rowing Association lane 2, Los Gatos, followed by Oakland, Newport, and then 2 seats back is Marina. We have just gone through a gust at the 400-meter mark. Wind has increased to about 8 knots, making rowing a little bit more difficult. Marin Rowing Association is still holding off the charge inside from Los Gatos, as all these boats are just settling in and finding their pace. But lanes 1 and 2 are asserting themselves over the rest of the field as we approach the 500. Marina, who had been off the back early on, has fought back into 3rd position with the remaining boats, but it's Los Gatos and Marin Rowing Association crossing first at the 500, followed by the Oakland Strokes, San Ignatius, Newport, and Marina. Newport is holding strong out there in lane 5 in their white hats, looking sharp and strong as they are holding the challenge at this point, but we're looking back inside to Marin Rowing Association, increasing its lead over Los Gatos by 4 seats, and outside to San Ignatius, who's pushed through to the 3rd position, a length down. They are maintaining 2 seats over Marina, who's fought their way through Newport and Oakland. So it is Newport and Oakland on the outside in the 5th and 6th position. But your leader, as you approach the 750 meter mark, being challenged by Los Gatos, your leader is Marin Rowing Association, and inside to Los Gatos, and then San Ignatius, Marina, Newport, Oakland Strokes. That's your call for the 750.
On the water is the Junior Women's JV Grand Final, and in lane number 1, currently competing for the lead, is Los Gatos Rowing Club, and our leader at 500 or 750 meters is Marin Rowing Association in lane number 2. Marina in lane 3, St. Ignatius in lane 4, Newport Aquatic Center in lane 5, and Oakland Strokes coming out in lane number 6.
Well, the form crews in this event are the crews in lanes 1 and 2, Los Gatos Rowing Club and Marin Rowing Association. In yesterday's heats, Marin did a 7:13 and Los Gatos a 7:14, so there's a little to pick between them. Those crews had about a 5 or 6 minute break on the other 4 qualifiers for the final, but those other 4 qualifiers all very close to each other, within less than a second of each other at yesterday. So let's see if any of those 4 crews from Marina, Newport, Oakland and St. Ignatius can make up that difference and really challenge the crews in 1 and 2, Los Gatos and Marin.
As they move through the 1,000 meter mark, Marin continues to hold on to their lead. They are being shadowed on the shoreline side by Los Gatos. St. Ignatius has moved up apparently into that 3rd position, but they're being challenged inside by Marina, then all the way to the outside by Newport and Oakland Strokes. Marina had an excellent start and got off on the lead early. Los Gatos also had an excellent start, but they have fallen back somewhat as they come to almost 750 meters to go in this race. Outside, St. Ignatius keeps trying to hang on as Marina, Newport, and Oakland Strokes round out the rest of the field.
Yes, we're seeing a very powerful 500 here from the crew in lane 2, the Marin Rowing Association. The crew in 1, Los Gatos, are hanging on to them, but I think they're having to expend most of their effort in just staying in touch with this strong Marin crew out in lane 2. It's really separated into 2 races now. There's a race for 1st and 2nd, and then there's a race for 3rd. And it's, at the moment, the strong men in black Marin Rowing Association crew that seems to have a major advantage over Los Gatos, but Los Gatos have just put in a major push. They decided that here in the 3rd 500 is when they need to do it if they're going to do it at all, and they might be moving slightly on Marin. Marin have taken it up and responded, and as a result these 2 crews have moved further away from the other 4 crews in the event.
At the 1,500 meter mark, it is Marin. They have a open water lead right now over the crew from Los Gatos along the shoreline. Outside, St. Ignatius is challenging Los Gatos, and then we have about a boat length back to Marina. Marina looking to the outside and holding off a challenge from Newport and Oakland. Both Newport and Oakland have begun to move up as Marina is trailing. This is the Marin Rowing Association on the lead.
And my apologies to them. It should have said the women in black who are taking this race and doing it in very impressive fashion. They have countered that surge from Los Gatos and taken it away further. But Los Gatos are going to have to look to their laurels here, because if they're content with 2nd place, they could lose out to a fast-moving crew from St. Ignatius out there in lane 4.
Marin continues on the lead, and they have about a boat length right now. Los Gatos clinging to 2nd, being challenged on the outside by St. Ignatius. Newport Aquatic Center and Oakland Strokes on the outside seem to take the measure of Marina at the moment. This is the Marin Rowing Association on our lead. Along the shoreline, Los Gatos continues to hang on to their 2nd place. St. Ignatius made a run about 250, 300 meters ago, but have been unable to sustain it. And now they are beginning to have to look to the inside as Marina has kicked it up, and Newport on the outside with Oakland Strokes trailing. On the lead, the Marin Rowing Association, pretty much a wire-to-wire row here. Los Gatos apparently will hold off the late charge by St. Ignatius, chiming in at third spot, but we're going to have a bit of a boat race between Marina and Newport, just for interest's sake, as Marin passes the finish line, the unofficial yet apparent winner, followed by Los Gatos. Then looking to St. Ignatius, and very, very close to call between Marina. Looks like they may have gotten snuck up there and gotten into that fourth spot with Newport Aquatic Center and Oakland Strokes on the outside. Once again, the winner of the Junior Women's JV Grand Final, apparently the Marin Rowing Association, followed by Los Gatos and St. Ignatius.
Within 2 minutes, we have alignment.
Checking quickly on our men's junior, or rather junior men's JV Grand Final. It is coming up as race number 76, and lane assignments are Newport Aquatic Center in lane number 1, Los Gatos